Papa, you are one of the richest men in this country, and you gave birth to me with a silver spoon. But please, on behalf of all the poor people in this country, I want to ask you a question. Why do you rich people keep getting richer and the poor, they keep getting poorer? Even when you give them money to better their lives, check on them after a few months, they are back into poverty. What is responsible for this phenomenon?
Very intelligent question you have asked, Victor Isibor. Now, there are so many factors responsible for this unfortunate phenomenon, but I want to quickly touch on the most important one, the major factor responsible for this unfortunate phenomenon. If there were to be a legitimate business opportunity that is capable of yielding 1% profit per month to its investors, of course, you know that is quite feasible, that is logical. 1% returns per month is very logical and it is very legitimate, okay? 1% per month business opportunity. If the rich were to go into that business with $10 million, they will be earning $100,000 per month, which is a substantial amount of money. But you see, if a poor man with a capital of $500 decides to go into that kind of business, they will be earning $5 per month, which is not substantial at all, which is meaningless. It cannot even pay their bills. That is why you see a lot of poor people are very greedy. Okay? They are looking for high yield investment platforms because they are so desperate to grow their capital 10x, 100x. That is why you see a lot of people that invest their monies in Ponzi schemes are people that are poor, who are desperate to become rich. That is why you see when a poor person with small capital decides to go into cryptocurrency trading, they would always opt for futures trading. Why? Because in futures there is leverage, and you will see them trading with 30x, 50x leverage, even 100% leverage. Why? Because they are desperate to grow their little capital into something substantial. So they will be taking excessive risk with reckless abandon. And you will see some of them will go into gambling. They will stake the minimum amount, make unrealistic predictions with very high odds, accumulate all the games in the world. They will stake $10. They want to win $1 million. All the small money that all the poor people in the world lose to gambling finds its way into the pocket of the rich bookmaker who owns the gambling company. The rich, they take low risk with huge capital, and eventually they get guaranteed steady returns. The poor, on the other side, they take very high risk with very little capital, and they end up losing that capital, and that money finds its way into the pocket of the rich people who played it safe in that business. Have you observed that when you're telling a poor man about a business or an investment opportunity, they are always quick to ask you, what is the minimum investment capital? Yes, why? Because they have the hit and run mentality. They are always looking to go in small and come out big. What they forget is, the higher the rewards, the higher the risk. So they always focus on the rewards that they are expecting. They ignore the risk, and eventually the risk swallows their little capital. So in summary, the poor are always very desperate to become rich. So in their desperation, they lose the small money they have. Look at the Bible book of Timothy, chapter 6, verse 9. It says, "But those who desire to be rich, they fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction." My son, if you want to succeed in the business and investment world, get good capital. If you cannot, then patiently grow the little capital you have by way of compounding. A word is enough for the wise. If you are looking for a business opportunity that will help you grow your finances, look in the description of this video. I'll see you next time.